Hey guys, it's Aqua's Yummy here, and today we're going to be playing on the PBE practice tool. I'll be testing out the 3 mythic builds, which are Duskblade, Eclipse, and Prowler's Claw, to see how the one-shot combo damage stacks up against each other. These numbers may change in the future though, depending if Riot nerfs or buffs these items, and also these numbers aren't all that go into if you should go a build or not. It's just a nice indicator to see how powerful these new items are in a set circumstance. All of these tests will be used with the same runes, electrocute damage, level, and on targets with 50 armor and MR and also 1000 HP. I'll be testing out the 1 item and 2 item power spike for each build as well as the full build. I tested each of these numbers 3 times, so they should be fairly accurate. Also, I'm going to test if we're losing single target damage with the new comma compared to the T-Mat. If you guys don't know what the 3 mythic items actually do, I'll give you a quick rundown on them. Duskblade is pretty much the same as before, except this time if you kill a champion in 3 seconds, then you gain invisibility for 1.5 seconds. And all other legendary items, you gain 5 ability haste, which is equal to 3.33% CDR. Eclipse is basically if you hit 2 separate attacks or abilities in 1.5 seconds, then you gain a large shield and a lot of movement speed, and you also do 16% of their maximum HP. And whenever you build another legendary item, you gain 4% armor penetration, which is pretty good. And lastly is Prowler's Claw, which also has 10 more attack damage and 3 more lethality than the other 2 items. Basically it gives you an active that lets you dash towards an enemy and you deal damage and also decrease their armor by 30%. And whenever you build another legendary item, you get 5 more lethality. So this is just comma. Now just T-Mat. So it looks like we actually do lose a little bit of damage with the new comma instead of the T-Mat. But at least one good thing is comma is a bit cheaper than T-Mat. It's about 125 cheaper. So you'll be able to get it earlier than T-Mat. But the combo isn't as smooth with the comma as it is the T-Mat, because the comma doesn't follow the auto attack animation like the T-Mat does. But I guess it's livable with. Next I'll be testing out just Duskblade, Eclipse. For Prowler's Claw, if you guys didn't know, there's a new active that you have to add into the one-shot combo. Basically the combo will go as Q, leap, E, W, comma, and once you land Prowler's Claw into empowered Q. It looks like Prowler's Claw comes out first with Eclipse trailing close behind. Next I'll be testing each build's second item power spike. I'll be using the same item for each of them, which is Edge of Night, just to make sure that everything stays constant so we can see the effect of each item. First is Duskblade. Next is Eclipse. And last, Prowler's Claw. It looks like Prowler's Claw is way better than these 2 items at the 2 item power spike. Like, this is ridiculous. There's no way you should be able to do 2000 damage at this point of the game. Like, all the squishies are probably going to have around like 1500 HP, I'd say, maybe a bit more. But you're going to be way overkill on one-shotting these champions. Like, I definitely did something wrong, or this item is completely busted and Riot's going to nerf it before release, but we'll see. Now I'm going to be using each full build for each mythic item. I'll be using the same basic build for each of them, except the mythic item switched out. But you do have to take this with a grain of salt, because some of these mythic items are better with different builds, and I'm going to be using the same build for each of them. So first I'm going to test Duskblade. Next is Eclipse. Last is Prowler's Claw. Before we go over everything, would you guys mind liking the video and subscribing? It'll only take a second, and I've spent way too much time on this video than I thought I would. Thanks. Anyways, it looks like Prowler's Claw gets the gold medal for all sections, and Eclipse gets the silver. I'm surprised at how trash Duskblade is compared to the new items, but that may just be because Riot hasn't nerfed them down yet, so we'll have to wait and see. We can't take these numbers at face value for multiple reasons, but they are still good indicators of what to go. Prowler's numbers are likely inflated because the dummy we tested the combo on only has 50 armor, so as the enemy champion's armor goes up, Prowler's damage will go down and Eclipse's will go up. Also, the Prowler combo is slightly slower because there's an extra key you have to press, but it can also follow someone if they flash out of the combo. Overall, I would say to never go Duskblade unless you want to int. If the enemy team is squishy or just moderately tanky, then go Prowler's Claw. And if the enemy team is very tanky, then go Eclipse. That'll wrap up my item review. If you guys have any questions on the items, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.